It is Tuesday, August 30, 2016. Welcome to today's edition of the Government News Brief. In the news, workers' health and safety to be intensified, smart choices in energy consumption can lead to great benefits to consumers, and the Attorney General assures government will pay all judgments inherited or otherwise. Stay tuned as we bring you the details of these and other stories. Thank you for staying with us. I am Azim Khan, and here now are the details. Public Infrastructure Minister David Patterson is urging consumers and stakeholders to make smart choices in energy consumption, since it can have great benefits to them. Renetta LaFleur has the details.
Businesses can improve productivity and their cash flow if they employ energy-efficient systems, says Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson. He was addressing participants at the National Workshop on Energy Efficiency.
Energy efficiency will not only reduce the need for investment in the energy infrastructure and cut energy bills, but it will also improve health, increase competitiveness, and improve consumer welfare.
Patterson notes that a minor change in behavior is vital for sustainable development and can lead to improved efficiency, less wastage, and a significant reduction in energy consumption.
While Guyana is currently in the process of revising its national energy policy, our efforts in sustainable development are in accordance with a framework that promotes the objectives of providing a stable, reliable, and economic supply of energy.
Lower levels of energy consumption will also assist in the reduction of importation of fossil fuels and lead to environmental benefits through the reduction of greenhouse gases and air pollution. Meanwhile, CEO Guyana Energy Agency (GEA) Mahendra Sharma points out the benefit to consumers when using alternative sources of energy.
Replace old efficient lights with newer LED lamps. They're 60 to 80% more efficient. Lifetime is much longer, and they're available in a wide range of size, type, and color. You're spending $5,000 for one lamp, but you're saving $4,294 in the first year.
The participants of the workshop were encouraged to join the government and GEA in their pursuit of creating a green economy, which is highly dependent on energy efficiency. The workshop is a two-day event hosted by GEA. Renetta LaFleur for the Government News Brief.
Sending DNA samples from crime scenes for overseas testing may soon be a thing of the past. Details from Delisa Haynes.
The Guyana Police Force's Forensic Laboratory could soon have the capacity to conduct DNA and gunshot residue testing. The Ministry of Public Security, through its Citizen Security Strengthening Program, CSSP, is seeking to procure high-end equipment for the lab. CSSP Project Manager Clement Henry says discussions are currently ongoing with the Inter-American Development Bank and forensic experts.
We have in mind to purchase one of those leading-edge equipment I mentioned is a rapid DNA testing device. We're looking at it. We want to ensure that we get all the views on it, whether we can do it, whether we should go ahead and have this equipment. And we're also looking at a gun residue equipment to analyze gun residue.
This is the second component of the CSSP, and it is being funded to the cost of US $5.5 million. Henry says the component provides training along with the equipment for police and laboratory officers. Meanwhile, work is on the way to ensure that the lab is internationally accredited by the end of the program with the setting up of a proficiency testing body.
In doing so, we would want to be testing them regularly as they go along the way. And so that's why we've hired the proficiency testing body to check the accuracy of their tests, look at things like the equipment, the calibration of the equipment, and in the end, what the proficiency body offers is public assurance that this lab, the results of the lab are sound and the outputs are robust.
The CSSP is a 5-year program. For the Government News Brief, I am Delisa Haynes.
Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Basil Williams is assuring that the government will honor all judgments, whether inherited or otherwise. Details from Kedaki, Amsterdam.
The past government, the previous government, had created so much malady in our financial system, and one aspect of that was in relation to judicial judgments. Large sums in court under the previous administration, and they never paid them.
Further, The Minister of Legal Affairs says the $5.7 million paid to BK Construction for managing the Hargs-Bosch sanitary landfill site is approximately half of what the previous administration had agreed to pay.
They didn't know they were going to lose the elections. They had agreed to pay BK more than $10 million. So all the vouchers were there at the ministries.
With regard to media reports of the populace being misled on the BK settlement, the Attorney General details the steps taken in the matter.
I said I'm not paying any money unless I interrogate the contract, which I did. And in interrogating the contract, we brought BK and his team, the Minister of Communities and his team, and we had the Attorney General and his team. And what I found was that there were several breaches by BK, but they were waived by the government. When I came into office, there was a case filed by BK, a corruptive writ which was dealt with by the last Chief Justice, Mr. Yon Chan. And when he gave his judgment was to the effect that BK must remain on the site. I caused the appeal to be dealt with, to be filed by these chambers. And so all that came into the accounting and beating down the sum, which was well over 10 million US, to what it was, almost half.
The Hargs-Bosch sanitary landfill site was funded by the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, and managed by BK Construction until 2015, when the IDB became concerned about non-performance and requested that the contract with BK be terminated. Kidaki Amsterdam for Government News Brief.
The remote indigenous community of Carrow in Region 7 will see a lot of advancements this year as several projects are soon to be completed. Renetta LaFleur has the details.
Tushao Bartis Thomas, in an interview with the Government Information Agency, says one of the several projects on the cards for the village's advancement is related to water. Thomas explains.
Our major project, which is the establishment of a water well for the village. That project is almost 90% complete, with the laying of network of pipes to reach at least 105 homes.
A trestle will also be built to accommodate 8 water tanks as part of the project.
We will have also an establishment of a solar panel to operate the submerged pump to have the water running on a daily basis. Now that's supposed to be completed within a month.
The Tushao also revealed that the village has acquired a tractor which is currently assisting with transportation of logs, farm products, and mining equipment. Additionally, the Tushao explains that in 2017, a number of projects will be rolled out for the village. These include the construction of a multi-purpose building which will have a sewing department, a kitchen, and a library. In 2017, with the assistance of the ministry, there will be the construction of the village's road, which is 7 miles long. The main economic activities of the indigenous village Carrow are logging, farming, mining, and transportation services. Tushao Thomas says that he is keen on ensuring that all or most developmental projects are completed before the end of his 3-year term. Renetta LaFleur for the Government News Brief.
Farmers can now send a text to get current market prices for their produce. Find out how in this Shivani Rampasad report.
The Guyana Marketing Corporation is using mobile phone services to help farmers access pricing for over 50 different commodities.
Once you have a digital phone, you can utilize it to obtain market prices from our wholesale and farm gate markets. All you have to do is text 1010, you input the name of the commodity, then you input the name of the market, and it generates the price comes up for you.
Ida Seeley Adams, GMC's General Manager. The GMC's 1010 text system simply requires the correct spelling of the commodity along with a digital cell phone. The system only attracts a cost of $5 per text and offers prices for commodities including bora, mango, lime, coconut water, chicken, and beef. The system is continually updated to ensure accurate market values both locally and internationally.
This has been very useful for our farmers especially, who once they're equipped with this information, they are able to negotiate their price because they're able to see what the wholesale prices are at the respective markets. So this information is updated on a weekly basis.
The GMC is a government corporation established under Section 46 of the Public Corporations Act, Chapter 1905, 1963 of the Laws of Guyana, with the aim of promoting the cultivation and export of Guyana's non-traditional agricultural crops to regional and extra-regional markets. The corporation offers other services including custom brokerage, market sourcing, promotion, market analysis, along with sourcing of new raw materials. For this government news brief, Shivani Ramprasad reporting.
The determination of the government to ensure workers' rights are upheld and they are treated fairly and equally in the workplace has moved up to another level with the re-establishment of the National Advisory Council on Occupational Safety and Health. Minister within the Ministry of Social Protection, Keith Scott, has appointed the chairman and members of the council pursuant to a recent cabinet decision. The 17-member council will serve for a period of 1 year, commencing August 1, 2016. The council has been dormant for almost 4 years. Its re-establishment comes at a time when government has renewed its resolve to promote and advance workers' social protection. One of the key and critical functions of the council is to advise the minister responsible for labor or social protection on matters relating to the Occupational Safety and Health Act and its implementation. Those are the reports we covered in today's edition of the Government News Brief. The details of these and other stories can be found on GINA's website and Facebook page. GINA has an active Facebook page and we encourage you to visit and like us so you can be updated as the news unfolds. All government and other information can also be accessed from GINA's website and Facebook page. We encourage you to join us again tomorrow when we bring you another edition of the Government News Brief. Until then, thank you for watching.